everyone. Myself Manju Sharma from Suresh Kanvyar University, Jagatpur, Rajapur, and the department is School of Agriculture. Today we are going to discuss about diseases of pomegranate. Today we will discuss about different types of diseases like anthracnose, bacterial leaf spot or blight, Alternaria fruit spot, and Fusarium wilt. So, let's start. Anthracnose, which goes by Colletotrichum gliosporidius. The symptoms are small, circular to irregular, dull violet or black spot on the leaves. On fruits, small circular to irregular brown spot with raised margins develop and produce acerulae and re- reduction in market value because of fruit infection. Basically, these are the symptoms of the anthracnose disease of pomegranate. These kind of spores will be appear on the surface of the leaf. Favorable conditions like severe during August September, high humidity and temperature ranging from 20 to 27 degrees centigrade. The life cycle, like first of all, the primary infection occurs by spores present in the soil. Then the symptom will be shown. After that, secondary infection by conidia through rain or wind. Then the fungus survive in soil and plant debris. So this kind, the life cycle of anthracnose disease will be continued. Management like spray of carbendazim 0.1% or thiophanate methyl 0.1% or mancozeb 0.25% at fortnightly intervals. Next is the bacterial leaf spot, which caused by Xanthomonas xenopodis and PV punici. The symptoms are small, irregular, water-soaked spots appear initially on leaves and later turn dark brown with yellow spots, collagens, and form large necrotic patches. The leaves distorted and malformed, then severely infected, young leaves are shed, then the bacterium attacks stem, branches, and fruits also. On the stem, the disease starts as brown to black spot around the nodes, then griddling and cracking of nodes leading to breakdown of branches, and brown to black oily spots are produced on the pericarp of fruit with L or Y shaped cracks. And spores on fruits are raised with dark brown lesions of indefinite margins on the surface. So basically, these are the symptoms, and slowly, the symptoms those will be enlarged, and after that, the complete leaf which will be infected, and ultimately, it will be fall down. Survival and spread. Primary survival, like bacterial cells in infected cuttings and plant debris. Secondary, the rain splashed bacterial cells. Favorable conditions like severe during August to November, intermittent rains, high humidity, and temperature ranging from 20 to 27 degrees centigrade. Then the life cycle, primary infection, which occurs by bacterial cells present in infected cuttings. After that, the symptoms will be shown on the surface, and secondary spread of bacterial cells by rain splashes. Then the bacterial survives in soil. Management, like clean cultivation and strict sanitation in orchards, securing disease-free planting material, then spray of Bordeaux mixture 1% along with antibiotic streptomycin 100 ppm or 0.01%. Then the leaf spot or blight disease, which goes by Pseudocercospora punici. The symptoms are the disease is characterized by appearance of small, irregular, and water-soaked spores on leaves. Affected leaves fall off. Pathogen, the conidiophores are olivaceous, brown, short, fasciculate, springly, septate. Conidia are hyaline to pale, olivaceous, cylindric, and septate. The mode of spread and survival. The pathogen is spread through wind-borne conidia. The life cycle, like first of all, the primary infection, which occurs by spores present in the soil. Then the symptoms will be on the fruit, like black spots will be there. After that, the secondary infection by conidia, throat, rain, or wind. So the fungus survive in soil and the plant debris. So this kind, the fungus which complete their life cycle. Management, spraying mancozeb 0.25% at 15 days interval gives good control of the disease. Then Alternaria fruit spot disease, which goes by Alternaria alternata. So the symptoms are like small reddish brown circular spots appear on the fruits as the disease advances. These spots colliance to form larger patches and the fruit start rotting. So the areoles get affected, which become pale and become unfit for consumption. Their management, like all the affected fruit, should be collected and destroyed. So the spraying of mancozeb 0.25% effectively controls the disease. The next is Fusarium wilt or Fusarium oxysporum disease, that is suchlets. The disease symptoms are like affected plants show yellowing of leaves in some twigs or branches, followed by drooping and drying of leaves. So the entire tree dies in few months of a year. When affected tree is cut open lengthwise or cross section, dark grayish brown discoloration of wood is seen. Life cycle, primary infection occurs by spores present in the soil, then the symptoms will be show like that. After that, the secondary by conidia throughout irrigation water, and then the fungus survive in soil as resting spores, and after that again it will be go for primary infection occurs by spore present in the soil. So this kind the cycle will be continually, and the pathogen which will be survive on the host. Favorable conditions like relatively high soil moisture and soil temperature, survival and disparate primary source of inoculum, that is soil, clay myospores, then secondary source of inoculum, conidia, water, disease is more in heavy soil and increases with soil moisture. Management: the disease can be controlled by spraying of propiconazole 25% EC, that is 1.50 ml per liter drenching, then carbendazim 50% vetib, and it should be 2 gram per liter drenching, or tridomorph 80%, then the EC is 1.0 ml per liter drenching. So this kind we can manage the disease, and this is all about the diseases of pomegranate. After that, diseases of rose in which like black spot disease. So the causal organism is Diplocarbon rosae. The economic importance. So the black spot of rose is a serious problem in Chile and cold climate of temperate regions. So the disease cause marked reduction in size and number of flowers. Symptoms are like black lesions with feathery margins surrounded by yellow tissue are found on the leaves. Then the infected leaves drop prematurely. Then the purple red bumpy areas on first year canes may be evident. Plants may be weak due to defoliation, and reduced flower production may be observed. Like that, the leaves which will be infected, and the symptoms will be like that. So the black color spores will be appear, then slowly they will be enlarged, and complete or full leaf will be infected, and then it will be fall down. And on the flower, like the circles of the flower will be less. Mode of spread and survival. The fungal spores are spread primarily by splashing rain or water. Germination of the spores and infection occur when free water remains on the leaf surface for a period of 6 hours or longer. Then the leaf spores develop within 5 to 10 days. Their management. Roses should be planted where the sun can quickly dry the night dew. Space roses far enough apart for good air circulation. Avoid overhead watering and keep foliage as dry system. So avoid overhead watering and keep foliage as dry as possible. Then remove infected canes and burn diseased leaves. Spraying with mancozeb, chlorothianil 0.2% and venom oil that is 1% or a copper dust. The next disease is the powdery mildew disease. The causal organism is Sphaerotheca panosa. The economic importance, like it is one of the widely distributed disease of rose, powdery mildew is prevent during the October to January in South India and December to February in North India. The symptoms appear as grayish white powdery substance on the surface of young leaves should be the symptoms appear as grayish white powdery substances on the surface of young leaves, shoots and buds. Infected leaves may be Shoots and buds, infected leaves may be distorted and some leaf drop may occur. So the flower buds may fail to open and those that do may produce poor quality flowers. So it can occur almost anything and anytime during the growing season when the temperatures are mid like 70 to 80 Fahrenheit and the relative humidity is high at night as low during the day. So it is not sir in sandy and the relative humidity is high and low during the day. So it is most severe in the So it can occur almost all time during the growing season when the temperature are mid 70 to 80 and the relative humidity is high at night and low during the day. So it is most severe in shady areas and during the cooler period. Like these are the symptoms of the disease. You can see here like spots on the leaf surface and the flower is also loosely attached. Mode of spread and survival. The fungus overwinters as mycelium in dormant buds and shoots which are not entirely killed. Either conidia or ascospores serve as primary inoculum. The secondary spread is through wind-borne conidia. Management, collection and burning of fallen leaves, spray with wettable sulfur 0.3%, Dinocap 0.07% or carbendazim 1%, 2 to 3 spray at 15 days interval is effective. Sulfur dust at 25 kg per hectare. Use of sulfur at high temperature conditions will be phytotoxic. Dieback, that is Diplodia rosarum, economic importance. In India, it was first reported in 1961 from Delhi. Now it occurs in all the rose growing areas. So, the blackening of twigs, the disease is spread to roots and causes complete killing of the plant. So, this disease, economic importance, like in India, it was first reported in 1961 from Delhi, and now it occurs in all the rose growing areas. The symptoms are drying of twigs from tip downwards, blackening of the twigs. The disease spreads to root and causes complete killing of the plant. So these are the symptoms, like the stem which will be black in the color and it will be infected like that. Mode of spread and survival. The fungus persists in dead twigs and the stalks of the withered blooms. Management, pruning should be done so that lesions on the young shoots will be eliminated. Apply chow batia paste in the pruned area. Spray with so the apply chow batia paste in the pruned area. Spray of COC 0.2%, dipholeton 0.2% or chlorothalonil 0.2% or mancozeb also used in same quantity. The next one is the rust disease which goes by Phragmidium mucronatum. The economic importance, like rose rust, is restricted to higher altitudes. It occurs in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, and Uttar Pradesh. Outbreaks of rust disease was reported from Udaipur district of the Rajasthan in the Variety Chitti Gulab. The symptoms are like damage to lemon yellow pustules appear on lower surface of the leaves and stems, then the color change to blackish red, so the affected leaves turn yellow, deform, and fall prematurely. The symptoms are like damage to lemon yellow pustules appear on lower surface of the leaves and stems, then the color changes to blackish red. The affected leaves turn yellow, deformed, and fall prematurely. Dieback symptoms also appear due to weakening of the plant. The management, collection and burning of fallen leaves, spray with carboxyn 0.1% or wettable sulfur 0.25% or captain 0.2%. So the rust disease which goes by the Phragmidium mucornatum. So basically the symptoms are like damage to lemon yellow pustules appear on lower surface of the leaves and stem, then the color changes to blackish red, the affected leaves turn yellow, deform and fall prematurely. Dieback symptoms also appear due to weakening of the plant. So basically, these are the symptoms like on the leaf surface. This type of spores will be appear, and due to the spores, basically the complete leaf or the whole leaf, which will be defoliated prematurely, and this one also. Then citrus diseases or diseases of citrus. Introduction like attacked by more than 150 diseases. Disease caused by Phytophthora reduces the yield loss up to 46% at global level. Among fungal disease, soil-borne diseases is widespread. So first disease is the gummosis. The causal organism is Phytophthora palmivora, then Phytophthora citrophthora, and Phytophthora parasiticum. The economic importance, like gummosis, is widespread in Punjab and Assam. Lemons are more susceptible than grapefruit and rough lemons. In South India, it is common in sweet orange, gummosis brown road, gummosis collar road, brown road. So is widespread in Punjab and Assam. Lemons are more susceptible than grapefruit and rough lemons. In South India, it is common in sweet orange, gummosis brown road, gummosis collar road, brown road, then trunk road and foot road are the terms used more or less for the same disease. The symptoms are like the disease usually occurs in high rainfall areas. The symptoms appear as yellowing of leaves, which followed by the cracking of the bark and the and profuse gumming on the surface of the infected bark. So, the main source of infection is infected planting material. So, the main source of infection is the infected planting material. As a result of severe grooming, the bark become completely rotten and the tree dries, owing to gridling effect. So the droplets of gum trickle down the stem and give a conspicuous brown color, staining along with hardened masses of gum. So the diseased bark shows longitudinal cracks, completely rot and die before the fruits mature. So prior to death, the plant usually blossoms heavily and dies before the fruit matures. In such cases, the disease is called foot rot or collar rot. These are the symptoms. Mode of survival. Fungi survives on fallen fruits, twigs, leaves, and in cracks of the trees. Spread by irrigation water, rain splash, wind, and insects. So, mode of survival. Fungi survive on fallen fruits, twigs, leaves, and in cracks of the tree. Spread by irrigation water, rain splash, wind, and insects. Favorable conditions, prolonged direct contact of trunk with water as in food irrigation and waterloggings predispose trees to disease. Then the primary favorable conditions are like prolonged direct contact of trunk with water as in flood, irrigation and waterlogging predisposes trees to disease. Incidence is more in black soil. So incidence is more in black soil than in light soil. High water level leads to high incidence, so the disease is severe in high rainfall areas, and then low budget grafts are mostly affected. Then management, proper drainage facilities are to be provided. Then avoid excess irrigation. Injuries to the plants should be avoided. Avoid continuous contact of trunk with the water. Diseased portion should be removed along with a little healthy tissue and painted with Bordeaux mixture. Healthy trees may be painted with Bordeaux mixture up to a height of 50 to 70 centimeter above the ground level. Use resistant root stock like citrus, orangeum, shore orange, and pond citrus trifoliate. So spray with Bordeaux mixture 0.1% or tin sulfate or dipholeton 0.3% or metallexyl mancosa 0.2%. So the drenching the soil around the base with Bordeaux mixture 0.1% or forestile pits may be dusted with a mixture of zinc sulfate, copper sulfate, and quicklime, that is 5 minute 14 second just before the planting. Then Diplodia gymnosus, the causal organism is Diplodia natalensis. It affects sweet orange and mandarin. The economic importance like occurs commonly in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, UP. So it is common on Satgudi and Batavian orange, Mandarians and lemons in AP, and it is common on Satgudi and Batavian oranges, Mandarian and lemons in AP, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. The symptoms are like gum oozes out from one or two near forks, bigger limbs at certain seasons, black soil, so bark becomes black and it will be killed, wood becomes brown and break at the infected point, so the unchecked trees may be killed in course of time. So these are the symptoms of the disease. Epidemiology like reduced tree vigor, insect damage, poor nutrition, old age trees, ethylene treatment is found to enhance diplodia, then gymnosis, and then mode of spread like throat airborne conidia. Their management like improve the tree vigor by proper nutrition. Tree vigor, that means like capacity of germination and how much capacity have by the plant to germinate or to show their potential. Wound in the bark and give portions, especially on limbs, and forks should be scrapped and prot- protected with Bordeaux paste and spraying carbendazim 0.1% on limbs and fork of affected and also all on healthy trees. Thank you.